Hello, Ron here today with the Ruko F11PRO 2 Plus drone. We're here for the unboxing and first look at the drone. Let's see if we can get it in the camera here. It advertises sharper nights and smoother flights. And on the side of the box here, it tells us that it runs on the Ruko mini app. You can download either the iOS or the Android version from the App Store. They give you the QR codes right there, and it's for age 16 and plus users here. And on the other side, it talks about the clear night shots, 8K photos, 3-axis brushless gimbal, and 48 megapixel camera. So a lot of features in this drone. The back has a lot of the regulatory type stuff here, and the the barcodes, scan codes, all that stuff, choke warnings, whatever. So we're not got to read over all this stuff. So okay, so let me pull this out of the box here. Sorry, folks, I'm kind of full of new people here. I did an unboxing of this drone one time already, and I've lost the video to it. I have like 5 seconds of whatever, 10-minute unboxing. So I got to do this over again. So I've had all this stuff out of the case at one point, but we're going to kind of pretend like we didn't recreate it. So, okay, inside the box, the drone comes in a carry case, with a nice kind of dark gray color, with a nice carry handle, a double zipper openings up, and black zipper highlights all around, black handle. So nice color combination there. The Ruko branding down here in the bottom corner there. So I'm going to try to open this with the double zippers towards you, so you can see what it looks like. Again, I've had this all out of the box before, so nothing's in plastic anymore or anything. Here's some documentation here. Quick start guide to get you going here. Here's a full user manual here. I'm not going to take this out of the plastic bag. Here is, with the controller here, and this controller's in here pretty good. You have this overlay here telling you what all the buttons and controls do. So that's pretty nice. And this controller, I know something different about it. Has a little LCD screen down here, kind of like the old DJI drones, like the Mavic 1 had. So maybe you can get some telemetry, something down there too, as well as what's on your phone screen. You have to use your phone with this to have a built-in, FPV screen to fly it with. The sticks are down here at the bottom, and they go right in here. A little bit different than I normally see here, but okay. So I'm going to put one stick in with. You get 2 sticks down there. Here's a USB-C port on the side here. I'm sure this one is for charging. And then underneath the hood here, they have another USB to hook up to your phone. So again, this one's only for charging. This one's only for like data to the phone. And let's see here. You have on the front here, looks like you have a return home button over here, and a power button over here, and a speed mode switch over here. Says remote control down there. Looks like you have a takeoff and land button right up here, and it looks like you have a I don't know what this button is over here. It has the the 4 directions of the compass on. Maybe this is your compass calibration button. We'll figure that out later on here. Again, this is where you put your phone up here. Looks like it could take a phone, not a tablet. And no function buttons on the back or anything like that. So simple controller, but feels like a decent size, and you do charge up. You don't have to put batteries in, so that's a good thing here. So then this thing here just goes back in there to be put away here. See if I can figure out how to do it here. There we go. So nice and clean. And I believe this comes with the other cables. This is USB-C. I believe it comes with a Lightning and a USB, mini USB, but we'll get to that in a second here. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed part of it. On the top here, here's your function button on the top there. It looks like a dual function button, 2 different ways to do it. And here's, of course, your rolling thing. You control the gimbal here, this roller, probably gimbal, maybe the zoom too. But yeah, here's a double function button over here. And actually, I think one's for camera and video, and the other one, I'm not sure what it is, but we'll find out probably in the flight video. Okay, this kit I get here comes with 2 batteries here. Now I've already got a chance to charge them up. I don't think there's a button here to show you they're charged, but there's a little, there's little lights here, and a window up here to show you window charging and charge level. I guess it has to be in a drone to see that. But here's a nice thing: it's got a USB port on the side of the battery, USB-C port, so you do not need to have these in the drone to charge them. You can charge them independently, which is kind of different from for DJI drones. So again, you get two batteries. I've charged these batteries up already because again, unfortunately, I did the unboxing, thought I had it, and then just discovered the other day that I do not have it. So, but two batteries. I don't have my microscope with me, so probably can't read the battery specs off to you. I think it says voltage 7.7 volt, but you know, you can look all this stuff up just by going to the description on Amazon. You don't need me reading the specs off to you. Okay, here's a drone. Again, this is all wrapped in plastic and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I took it off already, but the arms unfold simply. I think Gorilla Man was talking about how the DJI drones kind of open, kind of funky, and most of the lower price drones don't, so I guess that's a good thing. On the side, it says it supports a 32 gigabyte or 256 gigabyte, or two through 32 the 256 micro SD cards, and there's the port right there on the side, if you can see it in the camera there, and that's that sticker. I was reading a yellow sticker there, and it's got a kind of a QR code thing there, and then it got the FCC ID number here. So if it's FCC approved, that means it's legal to fly in the U.S. These look like they're kind of like optical avoidance sensors, but this drone has no optical avoidance sensors. Maybe these light up at some point or something, or maybe they're just for looks. So it looks, these propellers, they're the screw-in type propellers, not the fast release ones. I don't know if anybody has a fast release with DJI, but these are your screw-in propellers here. And here's the gimbal guard here. Let's see if I can get this off. So there you go. Simple gimbal guard. I like the way that came off. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera, but the camera says it's got an f.1 aperture, 48 megapixels, and a half CMOS size sensor. See if we could see that in the camera there. Now I had a piece of film over top of it. I took the film off in the original unboxing here. So again, here's like a heat release port up here. It looks like it may have heat release ports in the back there too. On the bottom, it has several different heat release things down there. It does have a, the sensor down here that probably tells it how far it's off the ground, there. So it does have, that's the only sensor I see in a drone here, optical flow type sensor. So has that. The batteries, slide in the back like this. Let's see here. The connector's up here. So connector there. So this is the way they go in. See, like snap to go in. Here's a button to release them once they're in down here. Pull this button down. Let me see if I can show it to you. Pull this button down, pull it out. And now this is not an under 240 gram drone. This is not under a 250 gram drone. This drone, if you fly in the U.S., you will need to register it with the FAA. Pay your $5. I believe it broadcasts remote ID, but if it does not, you have to add a remote ID module to it. But I think you're good there. Again, it looks like according to the sticker, it is FCC approved. We'll see if we can register it without any issues. So that's the drone. Looks good, feels good. I mean, it's over 249 grams, but it's not heavy. It all feels good in the hand. Everything. See, the build quality seems to be good at this price point. I don't know exactly what the price point is at this point, but I will get that, by the end of the video here. Now, inside the case, I don't know if you saw the inside, it had the slot for the drone, the controller. Put the batteries up here. Has like a little pouch up here for all your goodies. Here is here's your USB-C. Looks like USB charging cable there. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. You've all seen a USB-C, the USB-C cable. Here is, I'll take these. I open these bags up. Here's the bag for the other data cables. Here's the one for Lightning, and here's the one for micro USB. So if you have older phone, you got the you have those data cables. Here is a screwdriver and replacement propellers. It looks like you get a. Hold on, let me pull this over. I don't know if you get a full set or not. Now you get. Oh no, wait a minute, I'm wrong. You get a full set of propellers. If you break them, you got a full set here plus the screwdriver with a bright orange handle. So that's good. You do get a full set of replacement propellers. You don't often see that anymore. Here you even get extra sticks. Oops. Extra sticks and extra screws here. You know, if you break your propellers or you lose your sticks, you got the replacements here. I almost lost a couple of screws. Somehow I must have that bag and they fell out. And you get a card from after sales service. You get your website, email, social media posts, blah blah blah. So you get that. So talking about you know, after sales supports, that's a good thing to hear. Almost lost another screw there. Okay, so I think that's it on the unboxing. I probably did a better job the first time around, but you know, we had to come back and do it quick and dirty since I lost the video somehow, the first one, which happens unfortunately more than I care to admit, losing video. So the next job here is to you know, kind of already got everything powered up. So next thing to do is start everything up and download firmware updates if there is such a thing for this. And maybe we'll cover that in this video here since we're going along so famously here. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing, this drone going here. So we got hopefully a full battery here. Let's slot that battery in. Like I said, there's the connectors up there and the connectors up here. So let's slot that battery in. Oops, didn't go in all the way. Let's try it again. Okay, heard that snap. That's in there good this time. We got our gimbal guard off here. You know, let's get the remote here. Let's put the other thumbstick on just for good measure here. We're not gonna fly it here, but just in case, right? Okay, so let's do the first thing. Let's fire this controller up here. So the battery's 100%. It said mode 2, it's connecting. Uh-oh, probably wants us to turn the drone on now. The drone's turn on button is where? That's a good question. Oh, there it was. This light here is the turn on button. Okay, so now we got the drone on. I'm still trying to connect to the controller, but you know what we missed here in the equation is we need the phone app. So hold on. Okay, so let's use our phone's camera to take a picture of that App Store QR code for the Ruko Mini app. There we go. Get it. Let's go double click there. Okay, here we go. So now we're getting that app here. I could take a few seconds here, hopefully a few seconds. Okay, we're down to 3 seconds now. 1 second, installing. Okay, open. Okay, so now we got the app. Once I use my location while using the app. USB connection set, got video feed, app control, no Wi-Fi needed. Got to use the cable. Let's do all that stuff here. Okay, we showed you how to open this once already. Let's grab that connector cable out there. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we got the connector cable out now. Let's get this phone installed here. Oh, this is a tight fit here. Tight fit. Okay. Get plugged in over here. Tight fit. Uh-oh, I heard a little click here. Let me know. It said trust it. Yeah, trust it. Okay. My super secret pin code here. Okay, we're back to this screen here. Turn the drone. You don't have into what you want. Trade in eligible drones. We don't trade anything in. Okay, let's see if we can get to. We don't want the trade-in program. No, we're not trading in anything. We don't want that. Get out. Get it back to the. Here we go. Control.
GPS mode.
Gotta do our compass calibration. Oops. So let's do the compass calibration right in the table here. Oh look, this does light up in the front. Look at the drone. They are headlights. That's good to hear. Always nice to have those headlights. Uh-oh, now it wants me to do it this way. Good old-fashioned compass calibration.
Compass calibration okay.
It said it was okay. Oh, what's step 3 here? Place the drone on level ground. Let's see, let's hope this is level here. Tap the calibration icon to calibrate the gyroscope. Calibration is complete when the drone's lights turn from quickly flash to steady lights. Okay, we're going to hit the calibration button here. Uh-oh, and I got the camera on me for some reason. I don't think we did that right. Let's go back. Control, we went too far back. I want to go once.
GPS mode.
Yeah. Where's my calibrations at? It cut me off, I think it cut me off in the calibration. The rest of it was done. That's why it threw me to that window. Let's see here. Track, other. I don't see how to get the calibrations now, so that's something I'll figure out at some point or another here. But okay, that's basically how you get started here. We want to do some firmware updates. See if there's any firmware updates at one point. I already see the notch is kind of covering up some of the, partially covering up icons here. The notch is always a problem for anybody but say DJI. Let's see if I can go back to here. Yeah, I don't see any place to, here's all your camera settings. Oh, it looks like I'm in some sort of beginner mode. Yeah, I was on beginner. Here's all your photo stuff. There's all your tracking stuff and other. Yeah, I don't see any place here that says do any updates. Calibration failed. Yeah, I don't know how to get back to calibration, unfortunately. Anyways, that's where we're on now before I do some reading and studying up here, but that's just kind of a quick get start guide here from somebody that never looked at anything. Now we'll go back and look at the manual and everything. All right, so hope you enjoyed this unboxing and quick setup of the little Roku drone here, the F11PRO 2 Plus, I believe is the title. So, all right, folks, thank you for watching this video, and we'll be back with another video on this drone very soon.